Some families save money for vacation. Other families save money for medical expenses. This family has to save money for bail because I am raising a criminal. Yesterday I posted a video about how my 3-year-old daughter stole candy from a store. And I know it could have been worse, but today it was worse when she tried to steal a whole I have a rule in the store while we are shopping. If you are walking, you have to have your hands on the cart. My other daughter had 2 hands on the cart to trick me so that her sister could go get a baby brother. This poor woman was just trying to pick out the right type of toilet paper, and my sweet, innocent little daughter just comes up and kidnaps her son. The worst part about all of it, okay, it's going to sound horrible, but the mother and her child were black, okay? So when my daughter come running up to me with this child, she says, Mommy, can we keep the chocolate baby? I have never been so embarrassed in my life, and thankfully that woman was so kind and understanding. I love her.
My daughter said she wants to run away because she doesn't agree with the rules in the house. Well, I'm sorry, sweetheart. I hate to tell you, it doesn't matter where you go. Every family's going to frown upon you swinging cat around by its tail. Our perfectly healthy cat has 4 out of 9 lives left because of you. Also, Marshall is a dog, not a horse. You can't saddle him up and ride around the house lassoing your This ain't the wild, wild west.
How can my children be habitual liars, yet so brutally honest at the same time? We have a box of cereal knocked over and 3 prime suspects and nobody's talking. I know that they know exactly what happened, but snitches get stitches and working together. Even the dog knows what happened, but he's the one taking the blame because he doesn't speak English and these 3 little criminals aren't fessing up to the crime. But if I were to ask them how I look in a brand new dress that I spent way too much money on and I'm already self-conscious wearing because I'm not the type to show my knees in public, they have no problem letting the truth flow from their lips like it falls. We are leaving for the beach on Monday, and I guess I'm stuck with wearing jeans and a t-shirt because my kids say it looks like I drew on my legs with blue permanent marker. I am not a 3-year-old, okay, who thinks that the world is my art studio. I didn't color in my circulatory system. This isn't a paint by numbers canvas. It's called varicose veins. You did this to me. I had Carrie Underwood legs before you came along. Now I have Whitworth Miller legs looking like I'm trying to plan a prison break. You know how much hearing I have lost since having children? I'm like 3 tantrums shy of becoming legally deaf. Well, at least I won't be able to hear their bullshit any longer. One day you're gonna miss the sound of their voices. It was just a joke. Get that stick out of your ass and go spear a fish. Listen, being an adult sucks, alright? I didn't ask for this. I didn't want to grow up. I was fine with being like 15. I enjoyed Saturday morning cartoons and MTV music videos after school. That was my jam. Now I got bills. I didn't want to grow up so much that I begged my parents to not make me have to learn how to drive. I did not want my driver's license. I liked having people drive me around like Miss Daisy. Doesn't help that the car I learned to drive in was like a 1998 Buick LeSabre that there was a boat. I looked like Captain Jack Sparrow driving around the streets of West Virginia because I didn't know how to do my eyeliner back then, okay? My very first car was a Dodge Neon with no engine. I was walking around the car lot with my dad and he points out this nice little sports car in the corner of the lot. And I'm like, no, Dad, I want this Dodge Neon with no engine. He's like, but no, this drives. But I don't want to drive. It's the perfect car for me. He's like, don't you want to be popular in a nice new car? I said, no, I don't look good in herpes. I'm ready to fight somebody. We got 3 days to leave this house, y'all. 3 days. Judge absolutely refused to let the lawyer speak. As soon as he heard that we were $600 in the hole, bam, get the And before any of you start running your mouth, well, pay your rent. My rent was paid. My roommate didn't pay his share of the rent. Now all of us Am I laughing or crying? Besides not being able to wipe my ass that one time today, I got it done though. Don't worry about that. I did wipe my ass. I thought today was going great. It was going smoothly. And then I got my fingers smashed in the garage door. It was a dipshit move on my part, to be honest with you. And to tell you the truth, it doesn't really surprise me. I expected something to happen. It doesn't matter how many bathrooms a house has. My kids only want to use the one that I am currently using. It's like their only purpose is to make me pinch one off prematurely so that they can come in and clog up the toilet. And not with anything that belongs in
toilet, like Paw Patrol figurines and shit. I mean, at least they threw in the water dog, but still, he ain't flushing. To tell you the truth, I don't know why I always give up my bathroom. I could just be like, go use a different bathroom, but instead, I'm like, all right, yeah, hold on, let me wipe my ass real quick. The worst part is whenever they make me hurry up off the toilet so they can come in and just do fucking nothing. They just sit there. And then they have to use like 400 squares of toilet paper to wipe their ass, and they still don't even do a good job. You ever be having a really bad day and then you see somebody having a good day and then your day starts to be a little bit better? My parents live on a main road, so cars are driving by all the time. I like to play a game where I guess how fast a car is driving because there's one of those little speed trap things down the street, you know? I'm real good at guessing how fast somebody is going. But as I'm watching all these cars go by, here comes this guy on a motorcycle who was way too fucking big to be on that thing. He looked as if he would just put his feet straight down and clench his butt cheeks real tight, you know? He could just pick up the motorcycle and walk down the road. But I have never in my life seen somebody so happy to be on such a tiny little motorcycle. I can only imagine in his head he is here and I'm a happy guy. I'm just a happy guy. This is what he looked like. Tiny guy on a big motorcycle. How can it get any better than that?
Some people have the fucking audacity to be like, oh my God, all you ever do is bitch about your kids. Yeah, I birthed them. They are my life. I don't have a job. I'm a stay-at-home mom. What else am I going to bitch about? Those little motherfuckers ripped me from my pee hole to my bee hole. I have the right to bitch about them as much as I fucking want. I haven't left my house in 36 days except to go swimming with my children where there were other children who I didn't care for. They can't even wipe their own asses. At least not very well. I have to fucking do it. And it's always while I'm fucking eating a sandwich. I took a drink earlier. It went down the wrong tube. I started coughing and I pissed my pants. All because of them. I took a shit earlier and I couldn't even flush because one of my kids decided to drown Minnie Mouse. I am a comedian. I draw my comedy from real life and my life is my fucking kids. Deal with it. My 3-year-old is a fucking thief. We had to get bathing suits because we're all going to the beach soon. I went to Goodwill, and then I went to Family Dollar, and then I went to Gabe's. My 3-year-old asked if she could take her purse with us on the trip, and I said, yeah. I looked in the purse, it was empty. And when I got him out of the car, after we went to all of these places, I noticed that the purse had a little bit of weight to it. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I look in there, and it's filled with candy, lollipops galore. She decided to take a fucking souvenir from every place we stopped. I swear to God, I don't even know how she did it because she kept talking the whole damn time. The whole fucking time we were out, she wouldn't shut up and I kept looking at her the whole damn time because I was talking to her. And she still managed to steal like $10 worth of fucking candy. A good parent would drive their kids back to the store and have them return the item that they stole, which we've had to do that with her before. But I just got home. I just got all of the kids out of the fucking van. I was not going to put them back into the van so that we can go out and have her learn a lesson. So she learned the same lesson by me eating all the fucking candy right in front of her. I woke up late and I missed breakfast. I'm upset. I have made every single human interaction so far at this beach incredibly awkward. I asked this one lady with really long dreadlocks if she was ever scared of getting her hair caught in an escalator. She said no, and I said good, because we're on an elevator. I don't know why I said that. I was sitting in the parking lot last night and these two people walked out. They took like 2 steps and then they walked back in. They were in there for like 3 minutes and they came back out. And I was like, what'd you forget? And they looked at me like I was ready to fucking mug them. When I opened up my mouth, that girl almost squeezed her boyfriend's arm right off. She was terrified. There were these 2 people in the elevator on the way back down this time so I could make this video. And you could tell that they were leaving. And I said, hey, how was your vacation? And they said, good, we're going back home. I said, where's home? They're like, Florida. I was like, Florida has alligators. And they're like, yep. I kayaked with an alligator one time. It wasn't in the boat. It was in the water. But I saw one. It was cool. So I turned on Bluey so that my kids would have something to watch while I was writing my jokes in the bedroom. I turned it on. They left. I'm still here watching Bluey in complete amazement because these fucking dogs are way better parents than I will ever be. I'm not a fan of animal abuse or anything, but these Australian Shepherds are ready to get their fucking asses kicked, making me look like a piece of shit parent. Mom! Dad! Bingo! Bluey! I just want to know who's been dealing my kids crack, because that's the type of energy level they've been at for the last 72 hours. If you can't tell by the Michael J. Fox quality of this video, Mama's nerves are fucking shot, okay? I can't handle this shit much longer. My 4-year-old's been gacking around the house, and I don't know what that means. My youngest daughter took 0 naps yesterday, and she still didn't go to bed until like 2 in the morning, and then she ended up in my bed at 5 o'clock in the morning, smacking the shit out of me until 8:30 in the morning, and then when I finally got out of bed at 9 o'clock in the morning, she took a piss on my side of the bed. Don't do it. Ow! You see what I'm dealing with?